blood cell production. However, a functional iron deficiency is when you have enough iron inside of your body. However, it is being sequestered into storage and there isn't enough available iron for the production of red blood cells, also known as erythropoiesis. This has also caused anemia of chronic disease because it is caused in large part by inflammation, which is like kidney disease, heart failure, rheumatoid arthritis, and other conditions. To understand this a little better, it's important to know that ferritin is a marker of our iron storage. It's a protein that contains iron found mostly inside of our cells, but can also be found and measured within the bloodstream. Transferrin and how much iron is bound to transferrin is our best reflection of how much iron is found and usable within the bloodstream. For reference, each ferritin molecule can contain up to 4,500 iron atoms, whereas transferrin only contains 2. So there's a lot more iron that can be bound to ferritin and stored. And when it's bound to ferritin, it is not usable for things like red blood cell production. Very importantly, transferrin is considered a negative acute phase reactant, whereas ferritin is considered a positive acute phase reactant. This means that ferritin, the storage form of iron, increases during inflammation, and transferrin, the form of iron that's found inside of our bloodstream and represents the usable pool, decreases during inflammation. This is almost certainly an evolutionary adaptation to prevent against further sickness and virus replication. This is because all bacterial and fungal species require iron for DNA replication and for replication of themselves. Therefore, sequestering iron into storage represents an important host defense that deprives bacteria of iron that they need to grow and protects the function of our immune cells. Another thing that occurs to decrease circulating iron is that inflammatory cytokines increase the production of a protein called hepcidin. Hepcidin essentially inhibits iron absorption. It does this by binding to the iron transporter called ferroportin, and inhibiting both the absorption of iron and the recycling of iron we already have within the body. Through these mechanisms, we see that inflammatory conditions such as COVID-19 reduce serum transferrin and increase serum ferritin levels. And the extent to which they reduce transferrin and increase ferritin is associated with how inflammatory the condition is, how upregulated the individual's immune system is, and the severity and progression of the disease.